Barney, the little white bunny. In the heart of the enchanted meadow, where golden flowers sparkled and the wind carried the scent of sweet berries, lived a tiny white bunny named Barney. Unlike the other bunnies, who had brown or gray fur, Barney's coat was as white as fresh snow, making him stand out wherever he went. The other bunnies often laughed at him. "You're too bright. You look like a cloud," one would say. "You'll never be able to hide like the rest of us," another would tease. Barney tried to join their games, but whenever they played hide and seek, he was always the first to be found. When they rolled in the dirt to blend in with the meadow, Barney's fur never quite matched. It wasn't his fault, but the other bunnies didn't care. They just giggled and whispered behind his back. One evening, Barney sat alone by the sparkling creek, watching the water reflect the twinkling stars above. A soft rustling came from the bushes behind him. Suddenly, a tiny voice squeaked, "Help!" Barney's ears perked up. He turned to see a small field mouse trapped under a fallen branch. He wiggled his paws helplessly. Without hesitation, Barney hopped over and used all his strength to push the branch. It was heavy, but he didn't give up. With one last mighty shove, the branch rolled away, and the mouse was free. "Thank you," the mouse said, brushing dust from his fur. "I've seen you before." "You're the bunny with the shining white fur," Barney sighed. "Yes, and the other bunnies tease me because of it." The little mouse tilted his head. "But your fur is beautiful. It helped me see you in the dark. Without your glow, I might have been stuck there all night." Barney blinked. No one had ever said something like that before. The next morning, the bunnies were playing by the tall grass hollow when a shadow swept over them. A great golden eagle soared above, its sharp eyes scanning the ground. The bunnies froze in fear. The eagle could spot them easily if they moved. Barney, remembering what the mouse had said, had an idea. He hopped onto a large rock and stood as still as a statue. His bright white fur gleamed in the sunlight, catching the eagle's attention. Thinking Barney was too obvious to be real, perhaps just a patch of snow, the eagle lost interest and flew away. The other bunnies gasped, "Barney, you saved us." From that day on, no one teased Barney about his fur again. Instead, they admired his bravery and kindness. And whenever they played hide and seek, Barney had a special new role not to hide, but to be the bright guiding light that always led them safely home. The end.